Welcome in, Spreads and Subs Daily Gambling Show. Today is Wednesday, August 7th. We are here today to recap how we did yesterday and how we're doing so far on this week's best bets, as well as giving you 10 more bets today, cutting it down to my three favorite, which will be my best bets that we track here on the show. But before we get into that, a couple quick shout outs. First one to Bet Openly for the best odds in the game. Sign up with Bet Openly and deposit at least $50. DM me on Twitter at JReedNBA. That's JREIDNBA on Twitter. And I will enter you into a giveaway for some Bet Openly credit. Shout out to Bet Openly for the best odds in the game. Also, shout out to the Hashmark Sports Store. You can see it on the screen right now. The Hashmark Golf Polo, 38% off if you pre-order that in the store right now. The link is in the description to pre-order that. We also have hats, hoodies, shorts, athletic wear, all that good stuff on the website. So shout out to Bet Openly and the Hashmark Sports Store. Yesterday we had a weird day. Had a lot of games get rained out. A lot of rain yesterday. Went 0-2-1 on our best bets. Sadly, lost a couple close ones, and then of course we had the rain out with the Guardians. We had the Giants money line as one of our best bets. They go up 4-0 to start the game and then blow the lead and lose. So you hate to see that, but today we're back with 10 more picks, 4 money line picks, 6 over-under picks. And then at the very end of the show, I will break it down to my 3 favorites, on the day. So, without further ado, let's get underway. If anybody has any specific game picks or questions about specific games, put it in the chat and I will give you my opinion as it stands. But let's start with the first bet of the day, Astros moneyline minus 125. It's a bullpen day starting with Urena for the Rangers. He has a high 9s ERA in 4 appearances versus Houston this year. Kikuchi is on the mound for the Astros. He is not that good, and he just faced the Rangers, but the Rangers are a very middle-of-the-league team in batting stats versus left-handed pitching. Astros are coming off a big game last night with the almost no-hitter, but they still win the game. They have a lot of momentum. I think they carry that momentum into today, and they get themselves a win. So give me the Astros moneyline minus 125. Also give me the Reds moneyline minus 125. Abbott is on the mound for the Reds. 3.41 ERA. Been solid all year for Cincinnati. Miami is 28th in batting average versus left-handed pitching and 30th in OPS versus left-handed pitching this year. They've been really, really bad. Belozo on the mound for Miami. They've lost all 3 of his starts this year for the Marlins. The Reds have won 8 of their last 13 games, including both of the games this series. I think that trend continues, and I think they win today against Miami. So give me the Reds money line minus 125. Next one here, Rays money line plus 100. Bradley's on the mound for the Rays. He's had a phenomenal year, sub-3 ERA and a 1.45 ERA in the last month. Fedde on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been great this year, but he's already seen Tampa once this season, so they know what it's like to face Fedde. Rays have won 9 of their last 15 games, and the Cardinals have won 8 of their last 13 games. Give me the Rays to win this game here in St. Louis. My last money line pick of the day, plus 116 here for the Tigers money line with Tariq Skubal on the mound. Skubal is an underdog versus the worst left-handed hitting team in baseball. Is an absolute must bet. Skubal is on the line, or is in line for a Cy Young. He has a 12-4 record despite being on a bad team, and currently holds the ERA title at 2.57 on the year. Skubal is legitimately the worst possible starting pitching matchup for Seattle. Kirby's on the mound for the Mariners. He's been dominant too, 3.04 ERA. They're both so good, which is why the over-under for this game I think is like 6 or something. But give me the Tigers money line. It's hard to not bet Skubal in this situation, plus 116. Moving on to the over-under picks. Diamondbacks Guardians, game 2, over 7.5 at minus 118. Carrasco is on the mound for the Guardians. He's been horrible, 5.83 ERA since June 2nd. D-backs have been the best offense in baseball as of late, 7.25 runs per game in their last 12 games. They've been almost covering this by themselves. Eduardo Rodriguez, first start of the year for the Diamondbacks. Hard to know what to expect from him. Cleveland is 8th in OPS versus left-handed pitching, so they are very good against left-handed pitchers. Arizona's bullpen is not great, but I do not think Rodriguez goes too long in this game. This is 11-2 in the last 13 Diamondbacks games and 7-2 in the last 9 Guardians games. Give me the over 7.5 in this game. Next one here we have Padres, Pirates, under 8 at plus 100. King is on the mound for the Padres. He has a 2.27 ERA since May 27th. Pirates are really back into their struggling ways at the plate. Marco Gonzalez is on the mound for the Pirates. He's been solid, sub-4 ERA in his few starts this year. Padres are 20th in batting average and OBS versus left-handed pitching this year. This under 8 is 8-5-2 in the last 15 Pirates games, and being able to get a flat number at plus money here is great value for us. So give me the under 8 at plus 100 there for Padres Pirates. Next one here, we have Giants Nationals under 8 at minus 120. Snell is on the mound for the Giants. He's looking back in his Cy Young ways, coming off of a no-hitter last game and just 2 earned runs in his last 33 innings pitched. He's been so good. Nats are 19th in batting average and 27th in OPS versus left-handed pitching this year. Irvin is on the mound for the Nats. He's also been solid, 3.56 ERA on the year, and this under 8 is 12-8-2 in the last 22 Giants games. So give me the under 8 in that game at minus 120. Next one here, Orioles, Blue Jays, under 9.5 at minus 115. This is way too high of an over-under in my opinion. Rogers is on the mound for the Orioles. He has a 3.79 ERA since late May. Blue Jays are 22 in batting average and 24th in OPS versus left-handed pitching on the year. Francis is on the mound for Toronto. He has not been good, but I'm trusting the Blue Jays are just not going to score many runs at all in this game. And for that reason, I think this over-under is way too high because I think the Orioles are going to have their way this game. I think they're going to score a decent amount of runs, but I just don't think the Blue Jays are going to be able to get it done enough to cover this. So give me the under 9.5. Next one here, Phillies Dodgers under 9 at minus 110. Phillips is on the mound for Philly. He was having a great start to his career until last game. I think he picks it back up here. Stone is on the mound for the Dodgers. He just pitched versus Philly, but he still has a 3.63 ERA on the year, and he's been really good for them. 9-6-1 in the last 16 Phillies games. This under 9 is, and I think it hits once again today, and you know how we love our flat numbers here. So give me the under in that game, and then my last pick of the day before we go to my best bets, another flat number, Mets-Rockies under 11 at minus 105. Blackburn is on the mound for the Mets. He's been solid in his few starts this year, 4.11 ERA. Feltner is on the mound for the Rockies. He's been very underrated, 2.87 ERA since June. He's been pretty good. 13-3-2 in the last 18 Mets games, this under 11 is, and 15-8-1 in the last 24 Rockies games. So give me the under 11 in this game. All right, for the best bets, if you're new to the show, I pick these live on the show, so I don't plan these ones ahead of time. But after just going through these, there's a couple picks that I like more than the rest. The first one is going to be the one that I just said, that Mets-Rockies under 11. You get a flat number as high as 11 at minus 105. It's really hard not to take that. And Feltner, like I said, has been super underrated. Blackburn's been solid enough where I trust him against the Rockies. And the stats, 28, 11, and 3 in the last 42 games between these two teams. So it's hitting at a pretty good clip there. Give me the under 11 there. And then also the over in Diamondbacks Guardians, hitting an 18-4 pace in the last 22 games between these two teams, which is just an insane pace. Eduardo Rodriguez, you never know what to expect when pitchers make their first start of the year against a team that is really good against left-handed pitching like the Guardians are. And Carrasco's been so bad, and now he has to face the best offense in baseball at the current moment in the Diamondbacks. So give me the over 7.5. And then give me the... This is tough. I'm going to go with the Rays money line plus 100 against the Cardinals. I know it's risky betting against the Cardinals in St. Louis, but still, the Rays are a solid road team. What's their road record? Let me see. I'm curious. I don't know why I can't find this game for some reason. Yeah, the Rays are above 500 at home on the road. They're a solid road team. They don't have bad road splits like a lot of the teams around 500 do. Bradley, like I said, has been so phenomenal for them 1.45 ERA in the last month, sub 3 ERA on the year. Excuse me, my bad. Fedde did pitch great against Tampa Bay the first time he faced him, but definitely a significant advantage for the Rays here, having their best pitcher on the mound against a team who he hasn't faced, where the Cardinals have a great pitcher on the mound in Fedde, but at the same time, he's already faced Tampa Bay. They know what they're getting out of him. And the Cardinals have lost 8 of their last 13. Rays have won 9 of their last 15. Give me the Rays money line. So, my best bets for the day are Rays money line plus 100, Diamondbacks Guardians game 2 over 7.5 at minus 118, and Mets Rockies under 11 at minus 105. Before we end the show, once again, shout out to Bet Openly for the best odds in the game. Sign up with Bet Openly and deposit at least $50. DM me on Twitter at JREIDNBA. That's JReidNBA on Twitter, and I'll be able to enter you into a giveaway for some Bet Openly credit. Shout out to Bet Openly for the best odds in the game. And the Hashmark Sports Store link is in the description to pre-order the Hashmark Golf Polo. If you pre-order, you get a 38% off deal. Great deal, great price for a polo. It's impossible to find a polo for this kind of price at the quality that it's at. So go get that. And if you're not a golf polo guy, we also have hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, athletic wear, all of that good stuff in the description as well. We will be back tomorrow at the same time, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, giving you 10 more bets, cutting it down to our 3 best bets, as well as going over how we did on today's bets and the week as a whole. Once again, before we get out of here, my 3 best bets are Rays money line plus 100, Diamondbacks Guardians game 2 over 7.5 at minus 118, and Mets Rockies under 11 at minus 105. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening out there. Good luck on everybody's bets today, and I will see everybody tomorrow.